Okay, so there's about as many ways to split as there are beekeepers out there. Depending on what I find will be the method I decide to use. Obviously, you're going to have one of your hives to be queen right and one of your hives to be queenless. Some people choose to make the original hive queenless and take the original queen with them into the split. That sort of shows that to the bees maybe that they've swarmed. What I sometimes do is if I see a bunch of swarm cells, I'll set them down into the new nuke, and those queen cells are already drawn, they can hatch, and then that kind of expedites things. So we're going to go through here. This chamber needs torn around anyway, so we're going to see what we got here and go from there. Give them a little bit of smoke. Start on the outside, work our way in, see what we've got. So we got a nice frame of food, frame of honey and pollen. This would be probably a good frame to move over to our box. Of course, as we're going along here, we're looking for our queen. I don't see her on that frame. Another frame of food. Of course, I'm checking the bottoms here, looking for swarm cells. Remember, your swarm cells, your queen cells will be on the bottom. Lots of pollen in this hive. Now there's some drone brood at the bottom, so that might be a sign that they're preparing the swarm instinct. Okay, I see eggs. I see larvae. I have not seen the queen yet. Okay, we have some brood here. Now here in the center, I don't know if you can see it, we have a queen cup. There's nothing in it, so it's just a cup. But at the bottom here we have worker brood and a lot of larvae. I'm looking for the queen as I'm going along here. This is a nice frame. This has lots of food, lots of pollen, nectar, worker brood, drone brood. This has little everything on this frame. Still haven't seen my queen yet. So far I'm not seeing any signs. As you can see, they're a pretty nice looking brood pattern. I haven't seen any swarm signs yet in this box, which is good. It's always best to get to them before they do it. Okay, I can see this next frame is going to be nice. This next frame is probably going to be one we want to take into our split. Beautiful frame of capped brood. Lots of brood, lots of eggs. We should see a queen maybe here somewhere. Still don't see the queen. When you're making a split, what you want is you want a lot of brood. Because I don't have a yard that's 2-3 miles away, 3-4 miles away, whatever length you want to make it. But you want a lot of nurse bees that are going to stay with that brood in your new split. So I want frames with lots of brood, and I want at least 2 or 3 of them. This is going to be one I'm going to take, because once this hatches, it's going to explode the population of our new colony, our new split. I do not see the queen here, so we're going to take this with us. Put that down in our box. Now the bad part is the bottom of this is mediums, so I had to reverse this coming out of winter. And obviously I have a deep box with me for the split, so we're going to probably be getting most of what we need out of this box right here. But I'm not seeing any swarm cells, which is nice. Okay, there's our queen. She's hiding. She's kind of hard to see. See underneath those bees? So there's our queen. We don't want to take her. That's more solid brood on this side and eggs. So we have a couple options. We can either put our queen back down in here, which is what I think I'm going to want to do. Put our queen back down in the hive, because I'm going to take this frame, so we know our queen's not on it. That'll be good for our split. Then I'm going to find that other frame there that was partial of. I'm going to look on this outside frame. I don't think it's got what we need. I want to find that frame that was brood and pollen. That's going to be nice to take with us too, because there's a lot of food on that. We'll feed them some sugar water anyway, so I'm going to take that frame along with it. So there's our 3 frames of brood. We've got our 5 frames in this. I may shake some nurse bees in, we'll see. So I'm going to put these empties back into this hive. We're going to put one right here. We're going to let them draw this foundation out. What I'm going to do is a method called checkerboarding. That's going to give them plenty of room to lay in. In fact, I may give them one more empty. And then I may give them another drawn so that she can lay till they draw that out. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him this partially drawn frame here. That'll give her some place to lay, and then clean this up. Scoot these over. Like I say, we know her queen's in this box. Okay, so let's put this back together. We gave them some room. We're still going to have some decision making here as to what we want to do. This is all full of honey. That's not completely full, but there's a lot of honey in it. Okay, so just to finalize here before we let you go. So in this, we know our queen's still in this hive, our original queen. Queen's still in here. In this nuke box, in this split, we took 3 frames that have brood on it of all stages. That'll hold the bees in. So that's going to go to my splitting yard, and then we will probably give a jar of syrup to that and some different supplements, so that they can draw and continue to reproduce. What they'll do is and I have an extra queen, so I may end up putting it in this, but I'm not sure. They'll realize they're queenless. They'll start drawing a queen cell from the brood of all stages that are in there. She'll get mated. That'll be another colony. So just one example of how to split a colony. That's how I do it. Any questions, drop a line. Sure to like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys checking.